Ladies and gentlemen, the March to Unleashed is on. April 22nd at Soccer Nation. We're going to be rocking the house. Scan that QR code to get your tickets. Let's get on down to some wrestling action. Getting things started for us, first and foremost, the self-proclaimed finest in all of professional wrestling, Blaire Dior himself. Now, if you remember just a few weeks back here on Slam, we rewound it back to New Year's Bash in Lynn, Missouri on January the 14th. And on that day, Blaire Dior was able to gain the victory against the prodigy Alan Jones in a high-flying contest between the two of them. So Blaire Dior's stock, his star power, definitely on the rise here in KCXW as of late. But he's going to have to go up against an absolute meteor of a star in El Diablo. And you can hear the crowd become alive with electricity the second he breaks through that curtain. And speaking of breaking through and Unleashed, he's got some unfinished business to settle with Daniel Maxton in the form of a street fight. These two can't keep away from each other. They can't seem to contain themselves from bell to bell. They're going after each other behind the scenes. They're going after each other in between each other's matches. So we're going to just take all of the rules away from them. We're going to take all of the guardrails off, and we're going to let them duke it out once they get to Soccer Nation in April. So that is absolutely a match that you are going to want to make sure you get your tickets for early, because those two are going to tear the house down when they're finally able to get a hold of each other. You can hear the chant beginning from the crowd. Blaire Dior trying to turn the tide to no avail. Roll up for one in the early goings. El Diablo with the first point sneaks behind. Double arm hook gets the backslide. Another one count, but that's two falls for Diablo so far. Two near falls, rather. Oh! Sunset flip attempt by Blaire Dior. He's able to get the shoulders down for one. Ripcord. El Diablo saw it coming, throws the forearm into the jaw, and backs Dior to the ropes. Diablo goes down low, now looking to go high, over, and back with the crescent kick. Takes Dior down to the mat, and Blair is scrambling for the corner, scrambling for the ropes to make sure he doesn't get caught in a pin early here. European uppercut in the corner. El Diablo sends Blair across. Wrestling's finest is in trouble. Kind of a Yakuza kick right to the chest. And Dior hits the mat once again. This is not going the way he envisioned it so far, as this matchup has been all El Diablo in the early goings. Dior bouncing off of the corner. Double springboard from Blair. Huge clothesline. And I think that put the brakes on the freight train that is El Diablo. And just like that, things seem to have come crashing to a halt. Dior ripcord, throws the knee up this time. Turns it right around into a Falcon Arrow, takes down El Diablo. Referee right there for the pin gets two. Diablo's able to get the shoulder up. But that'll go to show just how quickly the momentum can switch in any one of these matches at any given time. Dior's looking to finish it off early. Thought he was going for a frog splash, pulled the abort button. Diablo clotheslines him down with a double axe handle, low drop kick to the chest. Dior sets himself up in the ropes, not where you want to be when Diablo's in the ring. Double kick to the face. Dior is set up in the middle. Diablo's up high. Swanton, that one's going to do it, folks. And there's the 3 count. El Diablo takes the victory here on Saturday Slam. Those two were going all over the place. And a show of respect from El Diablo, from one high flyer to another, letting Dior know that he can get up as well, just like the best of them, El Diablo. Wait a minute, Daniel Maxton has stormed into the ring with a kendo stick. And I was telling you about how these two can't stay away from each other. And now Maxton just savagely attacking the man from the future with that weapon, jamming it into his chin. He's got Diablo, but oh my goodness, right across the chest. We're gonna need to get some security out here to get Maxton out of the way. In the meantime, we've got a message from JC Thunder, it looks like. Let's go to that.
Hey, KCXW wrestling fans, Nature's Fury JC Thunder coming to you live from his office. But the sad news is Nature's Fury JC Thunder, he had to retire in 2022, so allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is John Christopher, and yes, that is what JC stood for. And I want to tell you that I am the new commissioner for KCXW, and I am here to bring exciting news, especially for you KCXW wrestling fans. Live April 22nd at Soccer Nation, we're going to kick things off right by announcing the main event for the night. The KCXW heavyweight champion, Calvin Aldridge, the realist. He will be defending that title against none other than one of the biggest, baddest veterans in the Midwest, the Big Dog. And I'll tell you right now, that's going to be an exciting match. High flying versus ground and pound. We will see you live April 22nd. Soccer Nation Unleashed.
You heard it from the new commissioner, folks. The title's on the line. Big Dog's coming back to KCXW. But first, we've got Angel Shay making her way out. It's time for our second matchup of the weekend. Our marquee match, as Angel Shay will be going up against the big monster, Mason, one-on-one in singles competition. Now, we saw Angel go up against Shay back on New Year's Bash. Didn't quite get the victory against the shooter, but she absolutely showed that Angel can hang with the best of them. So she's going to have to prove herself against a much larger, a much more imposing foe this time. And meanwhile, while Angel has her sights locked on today, the monster's looking towards Unleashed because Mason has an opportunity to dethrone our Season of Excellence champion Clay Huna at KCXW Unleashed on April the 22nd. So you know that this monster is becoming ever more focused. He's becoming ever more ruthless in this conquest to do what so far nobody's been able to do, and that is put the Clay Huna's shoulders to the mat. See that smoke billowing out of the entranceway when Mason comes in, almost kind of gives you an ominous foreboding before he makes his way in here. Just staring a hole straight through Angel Shay. And you can see now Angel circling around the monster, trying to find a plan of attack. And Mason very quickly backs her into the corner and just starts raining down some vicious right hands. Referee trying to get him back. And the monster comes crashing into the corner, misses the splash. Angel's going to try and get something going with a flurry of kicks. She knows that she can't dawdle against this big monster. Goes for a Russian leg sweep and can't even move him. Instead, she's able to get a drop toe hold. If you can't go high, go low. Angel Shay gets two off of the drop toe hold, getting the monster down. Oh no! Mason's got her by the throat and just backing Angel into the corner. Referee's gonna have to try and get a break, and he's able to. And now Mason has Angel trapped in the corner again, just heaves her across the ring. A nasty Beal throw as she goes bouncing off of the mat. And now Mason choking her on the ropes. And you can see just not any wasted movement here from the big monster. Chopping a sidewalk slam right in the center of the ring. He thinks he's got the pin. And Angel's able to get the shoulder up. Angel still in this one, but I've got to admit, it's been pretty heavy-handed in Mason's favor so far. And I spoke too soon. 2 feet to the chest, and the big monster staggered. A clothesline doesn't bring him down. Angel's trying again, a second clothesline. Come on. It's like trying to move a brick wall. She goes for a bicycle kick. Mason moves, and he's got her by the throat again. Choke slam! And Angel comes crashing down to the mat. And I thought we may have seen the momentum beginning to change over, but just like that, Mason shut everything down, and he's got her stacked in the back. Oh, backpack stunner from the monster. And Angel looks like she's out cold. And that one's gonna do it, folks. The monster, Mason, victorious in this one against Angel Shay. And you've got to wonder what's in store for the Clay Huna in just a few short weeks when Mason meets him in the ring and puts that Season of Excellence title on the line. There's the QR code. Give that a scan. Get your tickets now, folks. You do not want to miss this show. The Metro title will be on the line. The Kansas City title will be on the line. That is it for Saturday Slam, folks. Until next week, see ya!